Hello friends, welcome to my online math. We are asked to solve this Olympiad math question. AB plus C equals to 2020, A plus BC equals to 2021. Recall that we always have two equations with two variables, but here we have two equations with three variables. So for us to solve this, we can call this equation 1, we can call this equation 2. And if you check the difference between 2021 and 2020, the difference is 1. So what we're going to do is we can subtract equation 1 from 2. So if we subtract equation 1 from 2, we're going to have this equation A plus BC minus this other equation minus AB plus C minus this one equals to 2021 minus 2020. That is what we have. So if we subtract this, we are going to have, what are we going to have now? We're going to have A plus BC minus AB minus C equals to 1. So A is common and we can also bear it. We're going to have A minus AB then plus BC minus C equals to 1. So if that be the case now, what are we going to have now? We can factor out A. We're going to have A 1 minus B plus C here, C B minus 1. That is factoring it equals to 1. So if that be the case now, what are we going to have in total now? We discover that, okay, 1 minus B here, B minus 1 seems to be common. Seems to be common now because seems to be the same sign. So what are we going to do now? We're going to have A open bracket 1 minus B. Then here we can have minus 1 here. Bracket C open bracket 1 minus B equals to 1. Just to make it to be in the same sign. So we're going to have A open bracket 1 minus B minus C open bracket 1 minus B equals to 1. So if that be the case now, 1 minus B, 1 minus B, they are the same. So since they are the same, we can factor out now. So for 1, this value of 1 can be written as 1 times 1. 1 can be written as 1 times 1. And at the same time, 1 can be written as minus 1 times minus 1. So if that be the case now, we are going to have case 1 and case 2. So if we have that, look at what we're going to have here in total now. We're going to have, let's say, case 1. In our case 1, we're going to have 1 minus B equals to 1. Then A minus C. A minus C equals to 1. So if that be the case now, what are we going to have now? Because already if you factor out this, you are going to have A minus C, then here 1 minus B already. So that is what you're going to have. So look at this, what we're doing here. So I'm just trying to show you this. So if that be the case now, what are we going to have now for the value of A? In case 2, we are going to have 1 minus B equals to minus 1. Then at the same time, A minus C equals to minus 1. So if we have that, if in this other one now, B is equals to 0. So if we substitute B equals to 0 to the original equation, remember the original equation was AB plus C equals to 2020. So if we substitute it now, what are we going to have in the original equation? Let's see what we are going to have here. In A plus AB plus C equals to 2020. If we substitute here, B equals to 0, it means that C is equals to 20, 20. Now, that is the first equation. For the second equation, A plus BC equals to 20, 21. So if we substitute B equals to 0, it means A is equals to 20, 21. That is the first value we got for that. That's the first value. So what are we going to have now? Since we got those values, we're going to have now, in the second case now, let's look at case 2. Case 2. The second case that is just listed for us now. For the case 2 now, what will be the case 2? The case 2 will become 1 minus b equals to minus 1. This implies that b is equals to 2. So if we substitute the value of b into this original equation, b equals to 2 now, what are we going to have now? Remember, the original equation was a plus bc equals to 20, 20, 21. So what are we going to have now if we now have substituted back now? Now we also have the second one. We also have the second one, AB plus C equals to 20, 20. This was our equation. This was our equation 2, and this is our equation 1. So what are we going to have now? If we multiply this equation, the second equation, by 2, or the equation 1 by 2, what are we going to have? We are going to have now, see what we're going to have now. We are going to have 2. We're going to have 2 AB, or we can also, let's substitute the value of B first. If we substitute, we're going to have A plus 2C equals to 20, 21. Then this is that one, 2A plus C equals to 20, 20. So if we multiply this second equation now by 2, this second equation now by 2, what are we going to have now? We are going to have, see what we're going to have now. We're going to have this second equation, 4A plus 2C equals to 40, 40, 40. So if that be the case and we got 40, 40, we subtract this from this, we're going to have 4A minus A is 3A equals to 2C minus 2C is 0. Then 40, 40 minus 20, 21 will give us 219. So if we divide here by 3, it therefore means that A is equals to 673. So since A is equals to 673, what are we going to have now? Since A is equals to 673, remember that our A minus C is equals to minus 1. So since A minus C is equals to minus 1, we are going to have 673. The value of A is 673. So value of A is 673 minus C equals to minus 1. So C is equals to 673 plus 1. Then C is equals to 674. Thank you for watching, and do remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye bye.